All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, Nigeria Watch family. We're back here again today. We're still going to be talking about the politics, the presidential race in Nigeria right now. As you all know, that yesterday, Bola Ahmed Tinubu emerged as the flag bearer of APC. So we have our brother that's going to be taking us through on this. You also know that Atiku, is also a flag bearer for PDP. So my people, let's do this together. I have our brother Stephen, that's a Ramato, that will help us to take this further. Please help us to share, like this video, and let's take it from here. God bless you all.
Have the PDP presidential candidate of the person of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. And the APC candidate just emerged this morning in the person of Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the Jabadan of Lagos State, the landlord of Lagos. And if you check the two elections that just took place, what they called election, to me, that was, like I say, as it was a bazaar. It was where two, money bags decided to buy their way into becoming the presidential candidate for the forthcoming presidential election in their respective political parties. And guys, I am a little bit angry in my spirit with our youth who are actually clapping, for this group, of political criminals, political psychopaths that have actually, taken us this back, in the last, 23 years or so, since 1999, this same group of people have been recycling themselves in the corridor of power and have not been able to do much, to actually, want us to continually, support them in their quest, to take over the corridor of power. It is becoming preposterous that people who are educated, like, the Nigerian youth of today, are actually supporting people who are old enough to be your granddad. Okay, these guys said they are 70, they are 80s. We all know these guys are not 70 years old guys, for goodness sake, guys. And the same way, we actually clamoring for a Muhammadu Buhari in 2015, believing he was going to be the messiah of this nation. And many of us told you guys, this man is an old guy. He cannot be able to actually perform, the way we expect him to do. But none of you guys listen. We said, no, this guy is what we needed. He had all the perimeters to actually, pilot the affair of this nation called Nigeria to where it ought to be. But today, where have we been? As of 2015, Nigeria was the third fastest growing economy in the world. But as of today, Nigeria is the headquarters of extreme poverty in the world. As of 2015, Nigeria was already climbing to around 34, in the terrorist index. But as of today, we are about 148, very close to the end. The same people clamored for the same man, and he came to power. And do not forget, the last of Atiku Abubakar and Bola Ahmed Tinubu were actually one of the two that actually championed, pioneered the coming of this failure that we have today as president. I've asked so very many people, guys, how did they actually make their monies? What kind of business have these guys actually done? The lack of Boa, the lack of Dangote, the lack of Otedola and Co. cannot be able to spend money the way this guy spends money. Can anybody tell me how this group of criminals actually made their wealth without not actually venturing into the purse of the Nigerian state? We are clamoring for a better Nigeria, whereas the youth today are actually the problem of the Nigerian state. I wrote on my Facebook page that I have decided to be obedient. I have decided to be an apostle of Peter Obi for a reason. I have seen the guy is not willing to spend the kind of money these guys are spending. He stepped out of the PDP, presidential race, have you seen that it's going to be the highest bidder win the race? He take a bow. He left the ring for them and take a chance somewhere else. How do you expect? When Bola Tinubu was spending up to $50,000 per delegate, what do you think is going to happen when he finally wins? How do you expect when Atiku was spending about $40,000 per delegate? What do you think is going to happen when he finally wins? Don't you think that this guy is going to make sure every money he has spent must be paid back? And where are the money going to come from? Is it not the coffer of the federal government, which they're going to be at the helm of affairs at that point in time? We are clamoring for a better Nigeria. How can you have a better Nigeria when only 3 persons decide the fate of a local government? I've said in many of my videos that this delegate thing is not even working. Go to America, they go through states. The states actually do the voting until they finally get to the final stage. We are practicing democracy. We are practicing a presidential system of government which we actually copied from the people. But we are trying to muzzle the entire system just to allow some few individuals that can be able to be bought over to take decisions on behalf of over 200 million Nigerians. This is unacceptable. And our youth are there clapping for them, calling this guy, these criminals, hell of criminals, as the Messiah that the nation needs. Because sometimes I'm babused when I read some of their comments on the internet space. I'm a little bit worried. What does the future hold for us as a nation? If our youth who stand for something special are the one that is actually clamoring, fighting for criminals to remain in the corridor of power. Somebody said yes this morning that Bola Tinubu actually fought through. He fought a good fight despite all the propagandas. Listen, he never fought. He bought his way through. A few days ago, I said on my video that 2 Bolivars were actually seen in Bola Tinubu body law. Money were released in dollars, in millions of dollars were released to these 13 northern state governors, purposely to work for the emergency of Bola Tinubu, just the way they did in the PDP. That actually gave rise to Atiku Abubakar. Today, Nigeria is in a dilemma between 2 thieves. Which is the lesser thief? Today, these 1,000 plus delegates have put us in a state of medical quagmire. The choice now to decide the fate of this nation lies in the hands of these 2 people. But if the youth who are clamoring for a radical change in this nation can actually decide to be obedient to the call, they can obediently follow Peter Obi and make his ambition the ambition of every Nigerian youth. They can decide to follow the trend of things, changing the narratives. Have you seen what Peter Obi did while he was a governor in Anambra State? I have checked all the profiles. Nobody has been able to hold this man for one criminal act or the other. You people can bear with me. October 2020 NSAS protest. We see what the youth did. We shut the nation down. We made the nation to feel the impact of the strength of the youth. This is a time for us. It's not to continually crying. It's not to continually making noise on social media. We should start supporting what will destroy our future. These men are close to their grave. I'm going to tell you guys, the highest years this man can spend is maybe 10 or 15 years. They will be gone forever. But we still have the strength, the energy to continually live in this head and live in this nation. Whatever they destroy today will take us another decades or decades to face back. For the peanuts, for the cars you're going to buy today, for the houses you're going to build today, from the money you took yesterday, for the money you took 2 weeks ago, from the PDP and the APC, how long will this serve you? Have you forgotten you mortgaged the life of your children? Have you forgotten you mortgaged the life of your grandchildren? Have you forgotten you mortgaged the life of your aunties and uncles? Just for you to get, this today, satisfaction. Listen, guys, I always stand for what is true. I stand for what my conscience accepts. I am not one of those who believes in fighting just because of fighting's sake. I'm one of those who believe in standing for what is real. I'm one of those who believe in standing for what is true. Remember, I told you guys during the just say gubernatorial election, I'm not PDP, I'm not APC, but I stand for individual. As at this time, Human Stephen, is standing on behind Peter Obi of the Labour Party. I'm not for Labour Party, but I'm going to stand behind him. I'm going to use my platform to sell his candidacy. I'm going to use my platform to explain to Nigerians, youth, why Peter Obi should be the next president of this nation. Not these two criminals, guys. What they spent is alarming. The election have not started. These guys have put in so much money. How are they going to get their money back? It's the problem that we need to start taking of, guys. Somebody told me yesterday, he said, do not waste your strength. Do not waste your vote. What about if Peter Obi lost? If he lost, I will know I lost in dignity. I'm a man with integrity. I need a Nigerian where I will be proud of. Many of you live abroad. We know how abroad works. I think the only person that can actually make us to have our dream come true is the president candidate of Labour Party, His Excellency Peter Obi, the ex-governor of Anambra. He has what it takes. He has proven to us that he has what it takes to make the nation great. None of these people, whether Bola Tinubu said, I have been dreaming of becoming a Nigerian president. It is my turn to become president. He has no purpose. He has no plan. The only plan he has is, I will be Nigerian president. That's all. But Peter Obi has actually, during his time as a governor, displayed some level of true governance. And that has shown what is truthful. The youth has the largest chunk of the Nigerian votes. If the youth of the north and of the south can stand behind what will make us to become human beings in the eyes of the people, we will be able to make a significant difference in making Nigeria great again. Bola Tinubu is not the solution. Atiku Abubakar is not the solution. These guys, go check their backgrounds. What did they do to become wealthy? They've done practically nothing. But they have acquired so much wealth that even the nation shakes when they speak. That should be something that we should be worried about. This is not about tribe. This is not about ethnic groups. I want to call on all the Easterners. Do not be fooled. I want to call on all the Westerners. Do not be fooled by religion or regional settlement or ethnic issues. We call on all the South. Don't be fooled. All the South, Northeast, Northwest, North Central. Do not be fooled. They've used religion to deceive us. They've used ethnicity to deceive us. They use regions to bamboozle us. These guys can't give us the Nigeria of our dreams. It is time we speak to power. Somebody can rain dollars the way they do and expect them to perform. It is time Nigerians decide the fate of our nation. We cannot continue to allow the same group of people to make us what we do not want to be. Right now, they're putting the war. Listen, guys, let me tell you something. The youth, I'm speaking to the youth right now. Do you know what they're doing right now? Atiku is out, Amebola Tinubu is out. They're not saying the fight is between Amebola Tinubu and Atiku Abubakar. They've just said your vote is inconsequential. They just said your vote is irrelevant. They just said you are nobody. In this game of politics, your vote doesn't count. They just believed they're going to bamboozle us into accepting their verdict. They've already planned everything. They've played the chess. They've decided where the pendulum is going to swing to. But do you know something, guys? In 2020 gubernatorial election in Edo State, they had the same permutation. It was glaring. Bola Ahmed Tinubu came to Edo State. He spoke, but we decided to tell him, Edo not be Lagos. The youth took the battle to the field. We defended our vote. We voted massively, and we made sure every vote was defended. We made our choice. We made our mark clear during that election. And we made a point to the Nigerian state that the moment the youth resolves to take a drastic action, nobody can be able to stop us. We stood by it. We fought the fight. Those of us that were in diaspora, we were live on a live stream for 24 hours, non-stop, monitoring every result from every polling unit in Edo State. We have our agents in all the polling units all over the state. The moment they get the snap, they send it to us. We upload on the social media. We fought the fight. We defeated the cabals. We came out victorious. That I think we can do again. Let us decide who rules us. Not some people who just sit in their sitting room, make decisions, and at the end of the day, make us irrelevant in the scheme of affair of our dear state. If we continue like this, guys, we're going to remain backward. Today, Nigeria of our state, who was one of the fastest growing economy, has become an hallmark of bloodshedding. Blood flows, and even our people doesn't care anymore. Because what happened in our war? We all saw that. And even the day like that, people were still fighting around, looking for what will become of them. Having lost over 50 people to the cool hands of death from some blood-sucking, testing demons in human skin. They didn't care, because to them, we means nothing. They don't value us. We are just some piece of shit to these people until we take up our responsibility as the owner, the pioneer of our nation. We will not be able to grow based on our predictions. Nigeria will remain stagnant when an old man leads you. Not just an old man without no governmental principles. It's unfortunate, guys, that people like me, youth like me, will support a bunch of criminals all because of the opinions that will be coming in. It's quite painful that we have to continually accept what is unacceptable. It's quite disheartening that Nigerians, particularly the youth of this nation, have to dance in the direction of our grandpas. I remembered in the 60s, the oldest of all that have ruled us was at the age of 34. I remembered the time of Azikiwe, above me a war. Chief Anthony Enaro was 26 years old when he was in the parliament, when he raised the motion for independence in 1953. Today, a 26 years old is still sleeping in his father's couch, right in his father's house. I remembered the oldest among them was Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, that was 34 years as at that time. I can tell you today, a 34 years old guy is still living with his uncle. I remember when Gowon became the president of Nigeria, he had no wife. And today I know many of his age have not even gone into the university. I remembered Atiku Abubakar actually fought. He was in the Nigerian army during the Civil War. I remember General Muhammadu Buhari was part of the people that fought the Civil War. Many of us were not born when the war happened. These men have been in the corridor of power for this long, 50 years of the existence of this nation. How can people who have an archaic reasoning faculty can be able to take us to the promised land? I can warn who have this analog, sense of reasoning, can be able to pilot the affair of the nation of Nigeria to the next level. People are working on the new order, but we are still working back, dealing with, archaic mindset. What did I have killed this nation since I came back? It's money. Guys, they worship money a lot. Nigerians worship money. Give them money, they sing your praises. I decided to come back home for a reason. I want to actually know the feeling. After so very many years outside this country, I come 1 month, 3 weeks. I'm maximum 1 month, 6 weeks. I return back. I don't know anything, but I decided, okay, it's time for me to actually stay home for at least for a period of 3 years without not leaving Nigeria. Let me see how this nation works. Let me know what the problem is. And I've come to realize that the problem of this nation are not the political leaders. The problem of these nations are the political followers. Our greed, our quest to be like these criminals always makes us to follow their leads. Our quest to be like them had given us so much reason to steal even before we get there. Is that the nation that we are clamoring for? Is that the nation that we are wishing we could have? Atiku can take us to the promised land. Bola and Tinubu can take us to the promised land. They have no idea of the problem of Nigeria. The best brains that we have in this country have been pushed to the background because they cannot be able to spend the kind of money that these people spend. Like I told you before, I'm a hardworking guy. I make the little money I make, and I'm not think I can be able to spend one naira of my money recklessly without no proper accountability. I told you guys, I can't do that. I cannot be able to do that. So that means people like me cannot be able to venture into Nigerian politics. Because I can't waste my hard-earned money that I made legitimately for some criminals to get themselves enriched. We will no more have, politics of ideology. We don't have politics of money bags. And our youth are clapping for them. They are clamoring for criminals leading you. Even the youth are even worse. We want to look at Yaya Bello of Kogi State. They're even worse than the criminals that we are crying for. It's a pity that the two major political parties have chosen their choices because they are criminals. Criminal in power will continually fight to make sure the sense never gets to the power. But it's time for us. If we fail now, we have another 8 years. It will be 2031 to correct the mistake of today. Let's be obedient if we want to get it right. Think twice. Do the right thing. Don't run after peanuts. Fight for your future. Your future is better than the peanuts that any of these candidates will give to you. It is time to make a choice. Nigeria is for all. We can put our hands together and get something out of this nation. My name is Humanist Steven. I'm going to draw the curtain here right now. Until we see again, God bless you guys, and bye for now.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. We have another video that we need to see right now together. How you guys doing anyway? Happy Thursday to you all. In fact, it's almost weekend, so let's do this together. Like I told you guys before, we are going to be here every day till the day of election, because this is the first time Nigerians are showing interest in this presidential election. As you know, yesterday, Bola Ahmed Tinubu emerged as the flag bearer for APC. Last week, Atiku emerged as the flag bearer for PDP. Trust me, if you ask me, none of them want to be our president at all. None of them. APC, PDP have never done anything good for us. If you doubt me, that's fine. That's not a problem. For some of you that live abroad who thinks, oh, shut up, not talk anything, no wahala. All of us go there inside for the next 8 years. No be, At that time, everybody go to show muscle. Who get money or who get influence or who get power or anyhow, and I go survive them. It's just the truth. When it now comes to the spiritual side, we now start believing in God to protect us. But as we speak right now, nothing, absolutely nothing is working in Nigeria. And Tinubu is aware. Tinubu, whether you like it or not, Tinubu is part of this present government, this present President Muhammadu Buhari government regime. You know, he knew everything that is going on. He's part of it. He stayed mute. He decided to stay mute. He deliberately stayed mute, and he wants to become our president. Atiku is one of these people. Buhari is indirectly working for Atiku. In fact, if you ask me, Buhari would prefer Atiku to win than Tinubu wins the presidency. Do you know why? So that the president, uh, that is his colleague or brother, I don't know, he will be rejoiceful that the presidency is coming back again to the north. My people, whether you like it or not, the next video you are going to watch right now from our brother, Comrade Stanley Osaze Osakolokode, is going to talk about the fear, the threats that Peter Obi is currently pulling. This is why, in a dire minute, APC decided to say, we will give on to this man of Tinubu. Remember, he cried out, we will give him. This evening, we are coming to analyze this whole thing in general. But meanwhile, let's listen to our brother, Comrade Stanley Osaze Osakunokode on this particular one. Just let me do some skipping. A minute. Please help us to share. If you're right there, help us to share this video. We don't have enough share on this, and like as well. Just like we're talking about the things that is affecting you and I. You know, like my brother just said now, King Christian TV. Yes, you're right. Nigeria is finished. If one of these two persons emerge, to become the Nigerian president, Nigeria is finished. That's it. There's no two ways about it. This is our time to change the narrative. If you care, only if you care. If you know say you don't care, no problem. We're not going to force you. I beg, make una help us share. Help us share, and let's do this. All right. Thank you. All right. I can see my people right there. Let me acknowledge the people here with me. I can see Benga Lala. Thanks for joining us. Mary Kimade. P Properties. Thanks for joining us. Good afternoon to every one of you. Naomi Bella is right there with us. Good afternoon to you. Thanks very much for joining us. Esmo, Vincent Atote, thanks very much. Yes, we're going to be addressing that Vincent Atote this evening. Show what is on. I can see more people right here with us. I can see Benny. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. I can see a Norega say Saturday. Thanks very much for joining us. Appreciate you. Good afternoon to every one of you. I can see Oluwaseun Emmanuel. Thanks for joining us. Good afternoon to you. I can see Mother of All Mommy Diaspora. Good afternoon to you, Mommy. Thanks for joining us. Robert Charles is right there. Oslo Flavor. Thanks for joining us. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, my people. I'm just trying to. Sabrina is right there with us. Good afternoon to you. Please help us to share and like this video before we watch the next video. Let me see. I'm trying not to skip anybody's name. Osagbo Konga is right there with us. Thanks very much for joining us. Iam, I see you right there. Thank you. I can see the barrister. Good afternoon to you all, my people. I see Prince O, Randy Johnson, Andrew Igby, Nandolo. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Ken Sim, thank you very much for joining us. Good afternoon to every one of you. I tried to mention everyone's names. In case I didn't mention your name or I skipped it, please understand. It is not deliberate. All right, let's move on, Prince. Oh, thanks very much for joining us. I appreciate you. Let's listen to Comrade Stanley Osaze on this one. God bless you.
Get wetin I see, which happened some few days ago, and I think say it's very important. And this guy give me admission for school. I give me admission there. I think say it's very important for me, Osakunokodi, to come out and talk about this issue. Ordinarily, I not be Peter Obi fans. I know they support Peter Obi. But the Northern cabals and some selfish elements don't begin fear of Peter Obi. Some Northern cabals don't begin fear of Obi popularity. The CM says South and Southeast electorate. They run follow Obi. Now they don't do everything humanly possible to go bring somebody come and make a battle say na him be the presidential candidate of that party, Labour Party. Make katakata for day. Then Obi no go sit and stay campaign. He go come the go court. That man will come and say na him suppose be the candidate. Now send the sender come o. Now send the sender come. Make him come cause katakata for his Obi camp. Because the truth be say, like me, I be PDP. But we know say there is a third force. Some people will say Obi not get structure. Structure not there, Labour Party not there everywhere. Now let me tell you, structure can only work in the political party, not in the electorate. If Obi invests more on media, if Obi invests on media and he reach out to the people in the core part, Obi don't even need only Facebook. Obi needs radio. Because radio, they go inside bush. Obi need to invest more on radio. Because as we did so, me, everybody know who me they support. I feel not talking now. But I get who I they support. But you know what? Obi, now the man will be say, all of us, full mouth, say, at least we need to get balance. Make it hard us that anybody will see opportunity to enter power again. He go work for the average Nigerians. Anybody will go enter power after all the battle, he go say, the only way to win for this country now to be with Nigerians and remain with Nigerians. That is why we like a state force emerge. And with the current constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, believe me, bad leadership go hard for us to get for this country. Sorry, good leadership go hard for us to get for this country. Because some selected selfish individual will not reach 15,000 go select choices for Nigerians to choose from. And it is a must that you must choose from those choices. And as it be, na money bag. Some delegates today, as delegates, they don't be automatic millionaire. Do I know how to use money where no go poor again for life? Automatically, it don't come out from the sufferings of Nigerians. Why people they carry gun, they shoot themselves to become community chairman. People they poison themselves, they assassinate themselves to become delegates. Because delegate is now a source of revenue. As police station can't even generate money past local government. That's how it be. So this country, this poor they go. Now, this set of people don't see and say, because the constitution not give right for independent candidate to run in an election, and Obi can use sense, in no way make them humiliate her, as they say humiliate Osibajo. Now Obi quickly use his own brain as an intelligent man, say arrest for labor. Now they don't see him say, Obi, they say now internet, no polling booth for internet. Now internet is there, you need to do on ground. But they forget to understand, say, now human being the internet. And the human being where the internet, whether I'm abroad the day, whether I'm Bayelsa the day, whether I'm anywhere the day, he get brothers and sisters where he get PVC, where he go fit control. When they don't see and say, no be only internet the day, they can say, Oga, this kind of problem, make we quickly go truncate his own electoral activity. Now in the day now, So first, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria na babash, na dirty. E no give right for citizens to choose who they really want make govern them. That constitution na constitution designed by selected ogbelegan wey believe say to rule Nigeria na their right and destiny. Even if I no like Governor Wike, e get one word wey e talk. I buy into that word. Now I stop to the attacker. He said I cannot be a second-class citizen in my own country. No way. And I agree to it. Me, Osakwenokwoti, cannot be a second-class citizen in my own country. Like, now, that man when you see say they come out so for Labour Party, he know they really come out to. In pocket don't fool. Everything don't deal with him. He don't get money. The doctor say, go there. Third force cannot rise in Nigeria. Me, I be PDP, my strong one. But the truth must be said. And anybody where because of political party see truth not talk am, na evil person. They don't already know say Obi the gather movement. Nigerians not tired now. Not be lying now. Nigerians not tired. Tinubu, even I know they talk about the whole Southwest too. Tinubu wey hand dey shake. Tinubu wey be say as a man when as at 1999 Tommy Kimi talk for stadium in 2019 when he dey give speech. I listened to that speech from the beginning to the end. He said Tinubu, he was mentioning his name. Where were you in 1999? How much was in your account in 1999? Today Tinubu is a bullion fan. Tinubu is a bullion fan. Lagos state economy is as rich as 6 states of the United States, separate from the city of New York. Some other states in the United States is not as rich as Lagos state. Lagos state can give 10 states in Nigeria allocation without even thinking about it. And people are celebrating the foundation Tinubu built in Lagos state. Which foundation? You cannot have that kind of resources and fail. If you fail, you are a voracious individual who eats without thinking of the future. And you should not also forget that Lagos State is the capital. If you want to test the competencies of Tinubu, let him go to an area where there are no water. Let him bring out water. We will say, yes, Tinubu is a competent aficionado in administration. This discussion today is not about Tinubu. My discussion this morning is not about Tinubu. It is about the interest of the Nigerian people. All the Tinubu and others, now then they run that thing against that Labour Party soon. Because Nigerians are tired. Yes, we are politicians. We are fighting for our political party to win. The truth of the matter, ask every politician. They may not be able to tell you this truth. But Sakonopodi will tell you. Why we want our party to win is because we want to be in power. Why we want our party to win is because we want to be in power. What is his manifesto? A man who said, ask him what is his manifesto. Peter Obi roll out his manifesto. Atiku Abubakar roll out his manifesto. Osibajo roll out his manifesto, and we emphasize on the actualization of his manifesto in the campaign ground. But Delegate does not care about that. Each of them want to keep $15,000 as a means to satisfy their quest at the detriment of the average Nigerian people. Yes, while we reserve the right to secure our interests, we should also know that when you are rich in an environment where people are poor, you are going to live under insecurity. Just recently, an attack took place in Owo, which is our neighboring state. And secret information is going from place to place that vigilantes should stop using proportion. So they should keep quiet and wait for them to come and shoot them in the church first. Before we people, get yourself prepared. They are in our boundaries. They are in our boundary. Get yourself prepared. Anybody will tell you something, you not prepare yourself. Tell us how go kill her. Anybody will tell you, say, man, you wait, man, they can't kill you. Tell us, say, go kill her. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Yes, we are a member of a political party. I want my party to win, but don't truncate the interest of Nigeria. You cannot put bullet on people's head that they must come and vote for your own. Those who like Peter Obi, let them vote for Obi. Go and campaign and tell them what you want to do for them. This time is no longer EM Bank. I get them before, not be your property. Now my own, that time. I've had this car, I get them before. This aeroplane, I get them before. This house, I get them before. It's not your property. This time is no longer EM Bank. It is I Mark. What have you done? What are your political antecedents? And what will you do for the Nigerian people in the future? They are sponsoring different propaganda against the young man. Let's go back to history. Waiting and waiting when I don't do. Let's see. So we advise all and sundry, especially that man when they want you take cost and for labor. Where were you ever since? When we not see you to come and say you want to run for president. Now when the party don't settle for Obi, now in a run come and complete fashion to destroy the third force. Why do we need third force in Nigeria? Let me tell you why we needed the third force in Nigeria. You need an opposition party in a political party to keep government on its toes. So, if there are no opposition party in a political system, believe me, it's not fair. So, if there is a third force in this election, it will be excruciating for someone to get into the office of the top job of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So when you get it without getting it on a platter of gold, you will know that the only panacea to have access to the seat of power is not by your resources. Because if it was money, Obaseki would have been governor in Edo State. Edo State people collected money and voted their conscience. So Nigerians, collect their money and vote your conscience. I went to the markets a few days ago. I went into the market with 100,000. I buy one bag of rice. I buy onions. I buy Maggi. I buy Gari. I buy salt. I buy Ogbolo. I buy Melo. In nourishment by meat, the money down 100k. The same 100k under Jonathan, under Yadua regime. In fact, if you carry 100k, go market. The market people go to say, Jesus Christ, now this is what they take our money. Because wait till you, in fact, you go buy the whole market. But today, our 100,000 naira is as worthless as Zimbabwean dollar. Then Tinubu was bold enough to come out yesterday to come and say, we will not give the key of our treasury to PDP. They are termites. A number one termite who have held Lagos State for more than 25 years, more than 22 years, is coming out to call people. Now, in case you are not aware, Tinubu is the godfather of Buhari. And let me tell you why. Tinubu is in charge of Ministry of Works. Tinubu is in charge of our bicameral legislature. Tinubu said he wants to remove Ambode. Buhari pleaded, please let this man remain. Tinubu said no, and he removed him. Tinubu have gotten his way all through this administration. Buhari now said, let me anoint my own successor. Tinubu said, no, you can't do it. And Tinubu have been anointing successors in his territory in Lagos State. Tinubu's sister, his daughter, I don't know, is the Iyoloja of Lagos. His wife is a senator. What did they happen now? What did they happen? What is happening? Although I'm going to face Tinubu later, but this post or this video is not about Tinubu. This video is about the individual when they send may come destroy the third force. And I want to advise, in fact, Ogon, I want to advise the people. Be vigilant, oh. Be vigilant. From Owo to the heart of Benin is a stone throw. From Owo to the heart of Benin is a stone throw. If it can happen in Owo, a Fulani man told me he can't work for one side when I go do survey. You know, he open my talk. He said, Benin place na bad place, so Benin place na bad place. Now I say, why? Why you talk like that? He said, everybody they carry gun work out for street. Everybody. Yes, they know. Vigilante get tools for everywhere. Tools take this Benin well. Go strike now. And I am only happy that currently the Edo State government, through the vigilante, has been able to stop occultic killings. Cultism does not, they do not kill themselves again. They don't get sense. So you will be rugged in Jusma. You will wacko. You will be wacko. Oil yourself, prepare yourself and wait. If you see any event, not carry, see, every Nigerians have a right to move across the country. Get it clear? But anybody come your territory, kill them. Anybody will carry arms, come your territory. Say in one shoot, kill them. Kill them. You cannot. No, the only people will get right to arms. Now, who government vested the right with to carry arms? Illegal individual cannot carry arms to the terrorist people. And churches, pastor, we now need to get ready. This is an ethnic cleansing. Now, General T. White and Juma said it in the past that there is an ethnic cleansing going on. Everybody treats her with kid glove. Nobody reacts. Everybody saying, he told all of us, he warned Nigerians, look at what is going on. Oh. People saying, no, you sure? They are not going, for somebody to go into a church and shoot people in the church, you should know that it is happening from a rival religion. In the South, no matter how people stop or rich, nobody can go to a market and shoot market because your man feed there or your man sister feed there. Now, who not care about life? They go inside market or church go shoot. No, now pastors, if you cannot beef up security in your church, you will be pastor, go and license your weapon. And when you are preaching, let the weapon be there. Stop preaching to Nigerians that wait for God to take control. Wait for growth, and they are coming to cut your neck. In the Bible stated, and I quote, the kingdom of God suffered violence, and violence taketh it by force. Now your Bible is there. When anybody come, say he wants to kill you, kill him. Let God be the judge. You might have no right to be your judge. If anybody comes to say they want to come and kill you, kill him. You know, I know fraud man, you come, you say you want to kill me. Then you come say, oh, he was a good guy. You come, people enough for the comment for my post. They come, ROIP, wow. Fear. If Nigerians must disarm, let those people disarm first. You cannot disarm citizens. You disarm them, finish. Those terrorists get their weapon. When they come, you come shoot everybody. They'll go scot-free. Go and look at the war. Even the governor put one for mouth. I cannot do it. He said, Jesus. When you say disaster, what people do? That was disaster. Me never even watched the video. That evening, I was on a live video dancing. Somebody called right on that video say, why are you doing video dancing when people are crying? I now replied the person. I said, the living should celebrate their life. But man, wait until they eat something for a belly. I have to go back to say, let me go observe it because I don't really get details about that. I don't hear it because that's all true. I don't even do social media. I was at work and I collect many CFO. So I said, okay, may I come out? Make I celebrate. Excuse me. But please, I didn't call. I didn't live. Call me back, please. So So now when that person draw my attention to that comment, with that comment, now I go see people for ground, see blood. See life, God blood, person wey go church, say he wan go serve God. At the end of the day, they drop am. Ah, my dear brothers and sisters, now the truth wey dey now tell una so, get it clear. Nigerians have the right whatsoever to move from one location to another. You don't have right to stop in Nigeria. But any Nigerian wey carry gun face you and your brother dey the back, that your brother sef get gun, make kill that Nigerian wey face you with gun. Kill am. Because the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria vested us the right to life. It vested us with the right to life. No Nigerian have a right whatsoever to take the life of a fellow Nigerian. And you should also know that you have a right to self-defense. They are in our border. Oh. They are in our border. Secure yourself. Secure yourself. Not let anybody tell you, say, sit and watch. You be like man wey dey inside one big environment. You dey inside big house. Everything you dey enjoy. Then and you labor for your enjoyment. Somebody somewhere, your waka come, say, catch him. You dey say, I beg, oh. They call you carry you like Bekpeye. They carry you come out. Then you can say, let's go and look for a way to do ransom, to bring it out. Let's go. Oh God, may he so rest in peace. That man was a very good man. May God may they not count your name during those kind of things. In Jesus' name. Type amen if you are in support of my post. May God make them not count your name. Join those where they go write rest in peace for. In Jesus' name. Amen. As a result of the fact that you want to say you be good boy or you be good girl. Type amen. They are extending their onslaught. They are extending their onslaught. What people wey dey inside church do now? What did they do? When that Fulani man tell me that word, say, Edo place na bad place. Everybody just they get gun, they wake up for street and say, good. The message is clear. The message is clear. The message has been passed across. Assume now. I want beg inducement, cultists. Wanna stop cultism. Down a power, wanna join her together. Wanna not intimidate any Nigerians. A very decent full animal have a right to live and work in Edo State or elsewhere. A very decent Benin man, Esako man, Afeme man, and Esa man has a right to live in Kano, Plateau, or anywhere. Live and work in that area. But when anybody say you do not have a right to life, my dear brother, my dear sister, your right to life should be guaranteed. Now, this is a message to our women. Not say you be woman, say you not get, you know, if you prepare yourself. There are women will be soldier. Prepare yourself to you have a right to life. Not say, hey, go and get yourself prepared. Not say I'm a woman, you know we are the soft one. Nah, you can defend yourself. Prepare yourself as well. I'm going to work this morning. I just say I should reach out to you all. Thank you, Amusa Fonofodi. I want to advise that man who is coming out to destroy the third force. Leave Peter Obi alone. Go and campaign for your party. Let Peter Obi remain the presidential candidate. Let all of them come out at the polling, in the polling units and polling station for them to run in their elections. Don't ask as a distractor. Don't because of your personal interest, your selfish interest to truncate.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. Now we'll round up on this particular one. That one, our brother Comestalos has also been holding. He's a PDP man. He's a PDP man. So, but he's supporting that. He is talking to Nigerians to let Peter Obi move on, trying to encourage more Nigerians to support Peter Obi. You already know that Tinubu will not take us nowhere, and Atiku will not take us nowhere. But it's up to you. It's up to you. It cannot cost me. It's up to you. If you like the pains, the suffering that we all are passing through right now, now you know. That's it. Because for me, it's already obvious that we are the one recycling this government. and they are taking advantage of it. Very, very sad. Though we still have time to change our mind and go for the right one. If all Nigerians comes out genuinely to say no, enough is enough, trust me, that change we will get it in 2023. But if you are authentically, approaching this whole thing, at the end of the day, you, your family member, everybody, all of us will suffer harm. It's unfortunate that innocent people have to suffer for what few people cost. So it's very, very painful. But meanwhile, we are rounding up right now because we're coming back again tonight at 6 p.m. to talk about uh, politics in general. Thank you very much, my people, for joining us. Please help us to share. Hit the like button before you go. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you, those of you on the comment section, those of you watching us right now. Thank you, thank you. If it's the first time on this channel, please don't forget to subscribe to Nigeria Watch and press the notification bell to be notified whenever I day here or any of member of my team. Like tonight now we'll go there here, 6 p.m. You're going to hear from our panelists. You're going to learn from our panelists. People are learning from them every day. Even me myself, I learn from them. Thank you very much, my people. Once again, have a good afternoon.